Symmetrical Preparedness. So this video is I'm going to show you right here basically how to start a garden. Alright, it's really simple. I'm not a master gardener, but we're going to talk about how to go about it, what to do. So, but first off, if you guys like the videos, please subscribe, hit the like button, comment below. You know, I stay engaged in comments. I love commentary, or I love the, you know, back and forth and stuff like that. You guys rock, man. I mean, Team AP is just rolling along, doing really well. Awesome comments, awesome, you know, conversation back and forth. Also, go check us on Patreon. It's a couple cents a month, and we got a lot of exclusive content there. So check that out. And I also put a link below for Instagram. You know, I started that up again, kind of a lot more now, so it's pretty cool. Doing things there. I kind of like it. It's a lot easier to take a picture than it is, you know, to do a video. But anyway, check that out. But I love you guys, and so I'm going to go about it. Basically, I just have two simple tools here. I'm just going to show you pretty simple. First tool is a pickaxe. Basically, it's just simple tool, you know, inexpensive. And this is my favorite, especially when I'm starting off with this with grass. You can see down here all the grass back here and everything. To get the grass off, to expose the ground. And then another one would just be a shovel, just a simple shovel. No big deal. So put the camera down here a little bit and I'll just show you. Basically, I'm just going to take the grass, take the top layer of grass off, and I'll just start right here. I'm just going to do a little area you guys can see. So I'm just going to, you just basically grab, you can feel it as you're doing it. Just grab underneath the grass and kind of pull it away like this, exposing the earth. Oh yeah, check it out. So this is something that's awesome. Look at that. Worms. Worms are really good for soil. So it's awesome. I'm finding lots of worms right here. This is good soil. So, oh yeah, intermixed with blackberry bushes around here. So basically I just do this little area here. And you can just peel it. So basically, see how I'm peeling it back? I don't know if you can see that. I'm just peeling it back. And I'm exposing the earth. That's all I have to do. Pretty simple. And you may have different situations with your grass or your ground. But I'm just showing you what I do. Pretty simple. You see it doesn't take much time. See how rocky my soil is though? That's going to take some work. That's what kids are good for. So here, I'll just keep going, just keep peeling it back. Basically, just decide the area that you're going to do, how much you're going to do. Pretty easy. And this is starting off from, you know, a grassy area, as you can tell, obviously. Pretty simple. Another thing that's awesome about this, here I'll stop for a sec. Another thing that's awesome about this is, see, I'm breathing heavy already, and I exercise a lot. I work out a lot, so this is good exercise. So along with preparing your garden, producing your own calories, it's good exercise. I mean, you can use machinery or stuff like that to do this, but this is better. I mean, I'm getting exercise and I'm working on my garden. So here, I'll just do this little area here. Like I said, this is just an example of how to do it. So along with this, another thing is, see, as I'm doing this, I got a lot of worms. Here, I'll come over here so you can hear me better. As I'm doing this, here, let me put the camera up a little bit. All the worms I'm exposing on the grass out here and stuff that I'm peeling back, try to grab those worms and throw them back in there. Because like I said, worms are really good. Whew. I shouldn't have done my ruck first. I should have done this first, so I'm still a little tired from that. So, but not only am I getting a good workout, this is what I talk about, like being physically fit. I mean, obviously I'm winded because I just did a ruck and stuff like that also, but is on top of this, sorry, my train of thought. As you can see, and this is an example, just a grassy area. It's not that difficult to do this. Too simple, simple tool like this. This is my favorite because I can use this to get the grass off with this end, and then I use this end to break up the ground underneath it and loosen it. Which I guess I'll show you that now. So basically, what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna use this end, the spike end, to break up the ground really good underneath there, and then all I have to do is go through, remove the rocks and stuff like that we want to do, and then throw some seeds in there. It's pretty simple. Gardening is pretty simple. Like I said, I'm not a master gardener. There's probably a lot better ways to do it. There's a lot more effective ways to do it, probably. But this is just what I do because I'm learning as I go and stuff like that. And we have raised beds, we have potted stuff. We have other options also. So this area here is going to be, I don't know if we haven't decided. I think this is going to be a potato area. We're just going to do a big long stretch here. Like this is only a 3-foot area that I did here really quick. A 3x3 basically spot. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to bring it out to probably 4 foot, like 4 foot wide, and I'll make it probably 20-30 feet long, at least probably, because I got the space for it here. You may not have the space. That's why if you live in an apartment or something like that, you can do potted plants. They make those tomato things that you can raise. You can grow tomatoes indoors. It's like this big hanging thing. There's a lot of different options out there. So just to explore the options and check out gardening channels. I mean, I'm not a gardening channel. You guys know that. But that's one thing about preparedness and prepping. It goes across, it applies, and so many different things apply to so many different people. I mean, you can go on herbalist sites. People talk about herbalism, naturopathic remedies, foraging, bushcraft, tactics and defense, gun stuff, food storage stuff. I mean, there's vehicle stuff. There's so many different things that apply to us as preppers. So check out different channels like that. Oh, also things like orienteering, map and compass work, stuff like that. Backpacking, mountaineering, rappelling, mountain climbing, rock climbing, stuff like that. Check out some of those sites that are specifically geared to that specific category. Those are the experts. Us as preppers, we just kind of go across most of it. We all have our specialties. Mine's security and tactics, stuff like that. I'm a gun guy, but I have to do the things like gardening too. I can't eat my bullets. So here, I'll show you really quick. I'll just break up the ground a little bit, and then we'll talk a little bit more. So turn the camera down a little bit. See my nice little spot. So basically, I'm just gonna hit in really hard and hit it in, and then pull it up. That's all you gotta do. Lots of worms, that's good. Yeah, you can hear all the rocks I'm hitting too. Another thing about this is where strength comes in also. Working out, going to the gym and stuff. So you can hit it with a good force to break through and to bypass any rocks and stuff like that. So now here, what I'll talk about is, and the sun came out. It's a nice beautiful day. It's just really cold still. Actually not really cold. I think it's in the high 30s, low 40s, something like that, no big deal. So now you can use a rake. That's another simple tool to rake out the rocks and stuff like that. But what I found works really good is just go through with your hands. Get your hands dirty. we got to get our hands dirty doing the things, guys and gals. So let's take the rocks out really quick, and then you know, I'll prepare a little bit more. I'll have my son come out here help me. We'll prepare a little bit more. Probably another, I don't know, 10, 15, 20 feet that direction. And then we will throw down some potatoes today. So that'll be pretty good. That'll be probably, I don't know, maybe 10, 20 pounds worth of seed potatoes in today. So that'll be really good on top of our, we already have a potato plot going. We already have a raised bed going. We already have some tomatoes and some pots started. We have some onions started in the area, in the little front area here. So it's a good start. And you know, some people made comments on my other video about gardening, how their ground is still frozen. That may be the case. I just speak to what I know and where I live. So different things apply to different people. Get your garden in as soon as possible, though. We got to be able to produce our own calories, especially this whole thing that everybody's talking about and everybody's worried about right now. We don't want to go to the store any more than we have to. So we'll be able to produce our own calories, have our food storage, continue your preps. Don't freak out. Don't get scared about this whole thing. This is just an encouragement. It's a simple thing. Gardening is not that, it doesn't have to be difficult, especially potatoes. And well, it depends on where you live and where you're growing also. If you're in the Midwest, probably corn, which doesn't really grow well here. It's too wet. It doesn't get hot enough for long enough. You know, we'll get it to grow nice and tall and stuff like that. Maybe get some little ears out of it, but then, nah, it doesn't really come to play. So find out if you're just starting off gardening, start off in growing your own calories. Start off by learning what grows well in your area. Talk to gardeners. Go to garden stores, go to hardware stores, you know, check out different things like that. Find out what things grow well in your area. And then out of those things, what of those things will you eat? Will you incorporate in your diet? Or maybe add a lot of more things, you know. Things you can grow natural in your own garden is natural, healthy, whole foods are the way to eat. I mean, really, honestly, all the processed stuff and all the crap is just, it's not good for you. So this really encourages you also, if you put in all this work and it produces all these wonderful foods for you, then you're more encouraged to eat them. And you can incorporate them into your dinners and your different meals and stuff. So, like I said, this is just a quick little encouragement showing you that it's not that difficult to start gardening. And I don't know, you know, what kind of yard you have. Even if you have a little side yard, a little front yard, a little backyard, whatever it is, you can garden in small spaces. You don't need a bunch of land. I don't have a ton of land here, but we can make use of it a lot better than we do. And that's what I'm trying to do here. We're adding in a lot more garden area this year. So hope this encourages you guys. I hope this gets you guys on the right track. I hope you guys start producing more of your own calories. Goal is 100%, but very few people will ever be there. So, because if you have to start using your food storage, well, then you're already on the road to failure. The way I look at it, and I'm not trying to say that discouragingly to you, but because you'll eventually run out of food storage. If you don't have any ability to produce your own calories, you know, gardening, raising animals, stuff like that, then eventually you'll run out of food and you're going to have to come up with something. So no matter how much food storage you have, you're going to have the ability to produce your own. Stack it high though. I mean, like TJ, Bear Independent says, stack it to the rafters. Amen, brother. Stack it to the rafters. Get food storage. I'm going to get some actually in a little while today. I just wanted to show you guys this really quick. I love you guys. I hope you guys are, you know, enjoying the content, enjoying the channel. 5,000 subscriber giveaway. Video is already up. You guys comment so you can be included in the drawing. And we're at like 4,870. So we need 130 more people and then we'll do the giveaway. So I love you guys and blessings to you and yours.